Now, I've been using the Blackmagic Pocket cinema camera for about a year now, and when I first bought it, I was buying it with the full knowledge that this isn't really usable by itself in a real world situation. There's many issues with it, the main one being that the battery life sucks. It lasts about 30 minutes max, and that's not shooting RAW. So unless you're happy changing batteries really frequently, or you're connecting yourself to mains, then you're probably going to want to get a larger battery source. So the solution for me was a larger power source, and that's in the form of a V-mount battery. Now, when you do hook this rig up to a V-mount battery, you're going to need somewhere to put it. So that leads me on to the rail system that I bought for this camera. This one is from SmallRig. With the D-tabbed Blackmagic, this becomes a much more ideal setup for long shooting hours. Actual shooting, you know, on location shooting. So now with the rail system, you've got the option to fatten up the rig a little bit. Like with a matte box, if you want to make it look like a proper camera, and to reduce stray light from entering the lens from any angle, but really a matte box is there to make it look like a proper camera. The next thing that you're going to want to change is the storage options. You could buy a 256 gigabyte CF card for around about 300 quid, or you could go down the cheaper route and get a 500 gig SSD for about 70 quid. Another SmallRig accessory is this really neat little SSD holder that just screws onto the top. Now, as nice as this camera is, for under 1,000 quid, with the RAW capability options, the higher frame rate, cinema formats, all of that, the downgrade to a smaller sensor is a deal breaker for most people. But thankfully there are speed boosters available that can give you a wider field of view, shallower depth of field, basically gives the illusion of a larger sensor size. Next, I've decided to add a top handle, again from SmallRig, just to make achieving lower handheld shots easier, and because it's nice to have a central point of contact when moving the camera about, taking it from rig to rig. Now, in terms of other accessories, you can add a multitude of other things like follow focuses, additional monitors, etc. But for me, I really like to have a small rig, hence why I bought this camera in the first place. So for me, this is where I'm going to leave it. So there we are. That's how I fixed my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. Fixed, upgraded, basically made usable for actual real world scenarios. If you like this video, then don't forget to give it a like. It really helps me out to beat the YouTube algorithm. Leave a comment and let me know what additional accessories you would add to this rig. Finally, subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with all of my future uploads. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.